Well, Dokdo is very much, as it's called here, is very much a touchstone of nationalist feeling in South Korea and of South Korea's emergence from Japanese colonial rule in 1945. I've been there myself, and it takes you aback a little bit, the sheer strength of feeling of the many thousands of tourists, South Korean tourists, who make their way there on long boat journeys every summer. But I think in recent years this situation has become more tense between these two countries. It is an annual event, this Defence White Paper and this claim, and the condemnation from South Korea as well. But last year it was extremely controversial because there was a supposed defence cooperation, military intelligence sharing pact that was supposed to have been signed between Japan and South Korea, something the United States very much wanted. South Korea pulled out of that at the last minute because of strong political and indeed popular opposition. And then shortly after that, the then President Lee Myung-bak became the first South Korean president to set foot on Dokdo, as he calls it, and that was very roundly condemned by Japan as well. Now we have two new leaders in position in both countries, Shinzo Abe in Japan, Park Geun-hye, president of South Korea. But a lot of the same issues still pertain, and indeed on some fronts things have got worse. Shinzo Abe made a comment about the difficulty of defining invasion, and that was interpreted here and in China indeed as trying to dodge responsibility for some of Japan's warfaring in the 20th century. The president here, Park Geun-hye, has consistently said that Japan needs to face up to its history, have a correct perception of its history as a foundation for any improvement in relations between the two countries.
All right, Harry, what else is in this white paper? Anything more that's going to strain relations?
Well, certainly it's a pretty wide-ranging document. It looks at North Korea. It assesses that there have been improvements in North Korea's nuclear and missile capabilities. It spends a lot of time and quite emphatic language on the issue of China and China's territorial claims over another chain of islands, the Senkaku Islands, known as they are in Japan, Diaoyu Islands in China. And it refers to an alleged incident in February where a Chinese patrol boat locked its radar onto a Japanese vessel, and the government today saying that China attempted to change the status quo by force that was incompatible with international law. So all of this setting the situation, the security situation that Japan faces in these fairly tough terms, I think will be seen through the prism by many of Shinzo Abe's attempts to really give Japan a more forceful military posture. There will be a re-evaluation and a new set of plans for Japan's military going forward that are going to be drawn up later this year. He also wants to change the constitution and allow Japan to intervene on behalf of its allies as well as just in defending itself. So that would be a big change from Japan's pacifist constitution. So I think a lot of people are looking at this document through that prism, through the supposed wish of Shinzo Abe to have this more forceful Japanese military in the future.